Well, good morning, YouTube. This is Chuck, and as you can tell, once again, I'm in the man cave. Uh, it's the day after the last video that I did, so that's Wednesday, March 22nd. A little while back, I did a video called I Know the Answer, but I'm not sure what the real question is. And if you haven't seen that one, it's about my prostate cancer. And I had been praying about which direction to take regarding the treatment. And during my prayers, I've asked the Lord to give me some kind of guidance, or for the Sasquatch folks to give me some kind of guidance on which direction I should go. Well, I had something happen early this morning that just absolutely stunned me, and I want to share it with you. Well, I woke up middle of the night, and I was seeing something. I was laying on my left side, and I was seeing something, which initially I, of course, thought was a dream. And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm awake. And I opened my eyes, and the scene didn't change. I rolled over on my back, and the scene didn't change. And what I was looking at was I was in a little valley with a grass-covered ridge off to my right, and the little two-lane road, paved road, going down the bottom of this valley, and I was probably driving a vehicle. I don't know what kind of vehicle, but it was a very pretty day, a sunny, shiny day. The sky was blue. There was puffy white clouds. There was green trees along the top of this ridge. The grass looked natural. It didn't look like it had been mowed. There was no mower marks or anything on it. And about 2/3 of the way up this ridge, there was a sign. And the sign was vaguely reminiscent of the Hollywood sign, but it was a little bit different. And the letters in the sign were made, it was a bolder stroke, and they weren't as tall. And they looked like they were made out of either chrome steel or stainless steel. They were shiny. There was no, unlike the Hollywood sign, there was no visible support to hold them up there as to why they were there. And it would have been about, the direction would have been about 1 o'clock from the direction I was traveling, so that'd be slightly to the right, and about 2/3 of the way up the hill. I think the letters were probably a little hard to guess. I'd guess they were 8 feet tall or so. Fairly wide, but very easily readable. And very, very clear. It stunned me when I saw what it said. And what did it say? It said, and this was in all caps, it said, "Surgery okay." Now, okay was not spelled out. It was just the letters okay. And it was, like I said, it was all in capital letters, all in these chrome, shiny chrome letters. And it would have been probably, I don't know, 100 yards up the side of this little hill from the direction I was traveling. Now, this whole episode lasted probably not over 10, 15 seconds. But when I realized, I'm awake, I'm laying on my side, I can see it. I open my eyes, I can see it. I rolled over on my back with my eyes open, I can see it. And then all of a sudden it was gone, and I'm looking at the ceiling in my bedroom again, and that's pretty familiar to me. I've been sleeping in that same room for 40 years. I just laid there totally stunned by what I had seen. And then I rolled over and looked at the clock, and it was 3:35 in the morning. And I was stunned wide awake. It was just the most amazing thing. I could close my eyes and visualize it. I can close my eyes right now and visualize every detail. The road went kind of straight down the bottom of this little valley and then made kind of a left turn, sweeping left turn. There was some buildings of some kind down there. It might have been a farm. I don't recall exactly what the type of buildings were. But the country was not like Arizona. It was like someplace back east. The grass was a very, very bright, vibrant green color. As I said, I remember every detail. There was no, as I said, there was no visible support for the letters of the sign. And the whole thing was very even. It wasn't, irregularly, it wasn't irregular at all. It was very even, but it was very plain what it said. To this moment, I'm totally stunned about it. But I'm going to take that. I don't know whether that came from the Sasquatch folks or whether that came from a higher authority or where that came from. But as of right this point, I'm going to take that as the sign that I've been praying and asking for. I already have an appointment made down at a well-known cancer clinic down in the Phoenix area. And so I think I'm going to go that direction as of this point. If something else comes along, I will let you know. But I felt that I wanted to tell you about this episode because it was so stunning. I've talked to people before that have experienced visions, both still picture visions and as well as like movie visions. I've talked to people who have had what we call slideshows. This is probably the most stunning thing that I have experienced, and I've had a couple of things that I claim as visions. But this one happened, as I said, this morning. I wanted to share it with you. I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around it. It was so stunning. So I'm going to let you go for now. As I always tell you, love each other, be kind to each other, and love yourself too. It's pretty important. You're the most important person in your life, and you need to take care of yourself as well. So we'll talk to you again real soon. So until I do, I'm just going to say for now, I'm going to say peace out.